Hello everyone and welcome back to Modded Minecraft 1.7, Silence Modded Minecraft, whatever it's called now. So, I have updated Silence Gems, and I actually tried to record this episode last night. Pro tip, don't try to record an episode at midnight after you've been coding for almost 10 hours straight. It doesn't work very well. Alright, so keep in mind these textures are highly temporary. I just made something just so that they wouldn't all be a purple checkerboard like that. So this is part of the new energy system, which is mostly, well actually it's exclusively for Chaos Gems at this point, but probably going to add some more stuff to it later on. I've got a few ideals already, including maybe having tools that you can charge up, like you could upgrade your pickaxe so that you could just put it in here to charge it up instead of using durability, something like that. Okay, so the way this works is we have an altar, and then we have two different types of pylons that you can mix and match in a configuration. The pylons have to be within a certain range of the altar. They can now be one block above or below the altar, and they could be at most like 4 blocks away. So I think the furthest that you could have one would be like there. And then of course you could have one there, and anywhere in between. It doesn't really matter. And because of the stupid dire slimes, I have to pull out the drill to mine dirt. Okay, so in this setup, the altar is basically what stores the energy. It's what charges items. You put the Chaos Gems in, it charges them, it puts them in the secondary slot. And this is a sided inventory, so you could attach hoppers or item ducts to it or whatever. Supposedly, I haven't actually tested that. Might be a good thing to do in a minute. And the pylons are what actually generate the energy. So you can see there's two different kinds here. There's the passives, which if I right click on them, it does nothing. They don't have any inventory or anything like that. They just generate a very small amount of this chaos energy, 1 per tick per pylon. And you can see I've got 4 here, so that's 4 per tick there. The burner pylon actually burns fuel, and currently I have them set to produce 10 chaos per tick and 10 chaos per burn time of the fuel, so the chaos goal here would be 64,000 chaos. And these values could change at any time. It's still very early on, I'm still fixing bugs and stuff, and it'll probably be a while before you see this on Curse. Or it may not, you never know. So I think that accurately describes the 3 new blocks that we've got here. So the Chaos Gem behavior has changed. You can see their capacity is now 1 million instead of 10,000. And this is because they drain charge per tick now instead of per second. So if I were to enable this, you would actually notice that in this case, it's not draining anything. That's because flight now will only drain charge when you're actually flying, and currently I've got it set to 100 chaos per tick, so still fairly expensive, but with a full charge you could fly for about 8 minutes continuously. And even if I'm in the air, that's not going to drain any of the charge. It's only when I'm actually flying like that. So I could actually leave this on now and not have to turn it on and off all the time like I was before, so it's significantly more useful. Well, it was still pretty useful before, or otherwise I wouldn't have been using it, but now it's easier to use. Oh, someone just teleported. Slime girl. I wish they wouldn't get stuck in there. I think I mentioned it before, but my idea with this house was, or with the teleporters, is I wanted them to be able to jump between the houses, just kind of as they felt like it, basically. I don't know, maybe removing these little corner pieces will help. It's worth a try. One problem is that their pathfinding AI, even after they teleport, they still want to go to whatever point they were trying to get to. So you can see she ran straight into this corner because she was trying to go to some point in my house. So, I've tried finding a way to reset their pathfinding AI, but haven't found one yet. Okay, so I don't think there's really anything else to explain here about this. And you can see that that charge level did not go down because the pylons have their own internal storage, which I think is like 100,000 right now. And, oh, burner pylon started up. Maybe best if it didn't. Yeah, currently there's no way to see what kind of charge level the pylons have in them, and I don't know if there ever will be. There might. Again, it's still pretty experimental. Alright, so there was something else I wanted to take a look at. Let's see. And let's grab the materials to make some Terra steel. Huh, where'd they get that emerald? Must be from one of the girls. I forgot they dropped emeralds. I should probably have like a vacuum hopper or something in their house to collect the emeralds. Alright, so the mana pools from Botania, you can actually use redstone comparators to read how much mana they have in them, approximately. And this setup is currently a bit broken because the redstone does not update properly. So let's actually try, I should lock this bag first. So this is currently reading 7. And still reading 7, okay. So that may be accurate at the moment, but let's try making some Terra steel. Okay, and now if we go down below, 7, 7, 8, okay. So yeah, you can see when I broke and replaced that, it went from 8 to 6, and all the others updated at the same time. So what I want to know now is if I use this red alloy wire instead. Oh, I crashed the server. Fantastic. Alright, I'm not quite sure what happened there, but if I just place the red alloy wire here, that works fine. Okay, so most of these are reading 102 right now. So let's try making another Terra steel. Okay, so what are you reading now? Okay, so these red alloy wires actually updated correctly. I'm going to assume it's the fault of these comparators for not updating the vanilla redstone correctly. But with the red alloy wire, it seems to work. So now, if I come over here to this computer, I did make a tier 3 case, just so I don't have to upgrade that later, but I did use mostly tier 1 stuff here. Seems like it's really slow to boot up. I don't know if the CPU has anything to do with that, or if it's just the server is more sluggish than the last one. Alright, so I just got a simple program here that just reads the front, back, left, and right of that redstone IO below the mana pools, and checks those every 2 seconds. I'm not going to have this running for now, though, so... Alright, so according to this, our mana pools are about 25% full. Which, considering I made 2 Terra Steel, that's about 1 mana pool, 25%. It was about 50% last night when I looked, so I guess that makes sense. Roughly. Of course, I'm not sure how accurate that number is, because we've only got 16 possible values that each of these mana pools can put out. So our degree of accuracy here is not that great. Okay, now let's see what it says. And I know that energy acceptor is exposed on the other side of the wall. It'll get fixed eventually. Okay, so now it's saying 11.6%. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn that off so it's not wasting power. But did the slime girl actually teleport back here? No, the ender girl teleported away. Okay. Well, thanks for visiting. Okay, so I don't actually know if I'd have enough mana to make another one or not. I don't know. Well, the setup seems to work now, so go ahead and put these obsidian blocks down. Just kind of reinforcing it in case something blows up nearby. I guess that doesn't really make much sense. Why would I care about something that's fairly easy to replace? In other words, the redstone stuff. But apparently it made sense to me whenever I built this thing, so we'll go with it. Okay, so I wonder what my total Terra Steel supply is like at this point. Where do I keep it? In here? So I've got 20. I'm actually pretty close to being able to make a full suit of Terra Steel armor if I want to. Which would be pretty nice. Especially if it still gives that increased health. I don't know if it does. Oh, something else I forgot to mention about these new blocks. I'm kind of thinking about having special models for them. That would look nice, but as to how to do that, I know we'd probably need a tile entity special renderer, and then I'd have to create a model, and I hate 3D modeling. I really do. I don't know if you can use Technique models for tile entities. You probably could somehow, but I don't know. Oh, and there are supposed to be particle effects between the pylons and the altars, but they're not working on servers right now. So I did actually make the Chaos Coal a bit more expensive. Previously it was 1 Chaos Essence and 8 coal or charcoal to make 8. Now it's 4 coal to make 4. So it does require double the Chaos Essence, but the default energy I've decided to leave the same. And I think this is fair enough. I mean, it's 4 times the burn time, and I don't know about most people, but look at how much Chaos Essence I have. Well, actually, that's not that much. 340 left. But my point is, you get quite a lot of it. Usually. Especially now that you can pulverize it. I actually probably need to do a bit more mining again soon. I cannot keep gold in stock. It is just horrible. It'd be nice if I had some kind of automated mining, but I'm not allowing myself to use quarries or ender quarries. And I'm probably not going to allow myself to use robots either. So that leaves the arcane ore from Thaumcraft, and I guess I could do like a frame miner. But that's more of a technology thing, so maybe the arcane boar. I don't even know where that is. Where are you, arcane boar? Artifice? Yeah, it's probably in here somewhere. I guess I haven't unlocked it yet. Need to do more research. Yeah, I haven't really found it yet. I guess I'm missing some prerequisite research. Well, I've got a lot more stuff to do in Thaumcraft. That's obvious. Let's see. What was there? Let's see. I noticed that I don't have the deconstruction table. I actually forgot about that. I should probably get that. Oh, here's a Crimson Cult research. I didn't get that on camera. Chaotic killed a bunch of the Crimson guys, and he got this book from them, and we both read it. And it gives us this. So, sounds interesting, whatever it means. I don't know what it leads to exactly, but I guess we'll find out as we do more research. So let's see, deconstruction table, that doesn't look too hard. Let's see. How about Spiritus? Mortis. Let's see, that could be broken down into Perdito. Let's see what Fabrico breaks down into first. Manus Instrumentus. Oh, okay. So we could do that. And how about that? There we go. Deconstruction table. How do we make it? We need a golden axe, a golden pickaxe, a table, and a thermometer. Okay. I think it went something like that. It requires, it said 20 Perdito. And with the Silverwood one, that gets reduced all the way to 16.2. Oh, I do have V's discount because of my armor as well, though. Alright, so why don't we put this in place of this useless dyeing machine. Dyeing machine can go... I don't really care. I like how the tiny potato is just in the center of the thermometer. That's funny. Okay, so what does this do? So basically this gives you research points in from the items that you're deconstructing in it. I just checked the entry to double check, make sure I knew what I was talking about. So it does break it down into the primal aspects. So let's see, what primal aspect do I have the least of? Ordo, by the looks of it. So what can we get Ordo from? Oh, I thought I crashed again. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Alright, so there's not much stuff that has Ordo in it on its own. What about stuff that has Modus in it? We've got trapdoors. So that would be pretty good. I mean, I've got basically unlimited wood. Not quite unlimited, but close enough. Okay, while that sawmill's working, here's a few just for demonstration. So let's see, if I remember correctly, it actually puts the research point here, and you have to click on it to actually get it. Looks like it's not actually giving me anything, which is kind of bad, I suppose. Oh, it gave me an error. Great. But let's see what cobblestone has in it. Do you not? Surely I've scanned cobblestone before. Yeah, I have. So that's Terra and Perdito in it. So, cobblestone's something else that I suppose you could break down pretty cheaply. Maybe the stuff that has more aspects in it is more likely to give you something. Okay, well, I've wasted enough time here. I've already explained everything I wanted to. That junk over there. I need to get more turrets. Oh, that's something else I want to do. There's, potato cannon turrets, which have a larger range and deal more damage than the, what are they called? Disposable item turrets I'm using now, so these would be good. I'd need an automated potato farm, of course, but that would be doable. Alright, so I'll go ahead and end this episode here. Sorry if it was a bit on the dull side, but I'm probably still kind of tired from working on gems for so long. 10 hours of coding, while fun, for me at least, is quite draining, and I never realize it until after I'm done. I guess that's just how things are when you really enjoy doing something. You just don't realize how tired you are. Like that time that I stayed up until 6 AM playing Minecraft. I was like, oh, it was nighttime, but now the sun is up. Great. So, as always, if you haven't already subscribed, don't forget that's an option if you want to. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.